Hey, so it's the middle of summer in Minnesota and we are all itchy, right? Horseflies are out, mosquitoes, poison ivy, even sunburn is itchy. So when you've got itches, you've got two things that you need to look at. The first thing is you just need to get it to stop itching so that you're not clawing at it and making it worse. Especially little kids, they're going to be itching hard. They can break that skin open and then you've got potential for infection. So the first thing is just numb the itch or kill the itch, even if it's only temporary. The second thing is to address the inflammation that's happening, because itch is usually your immune system overreacting. It's some sort of kind of allergic response to a mosquito bite, a horsefly bite, poison ivy. You've got a rash and it's red and it's raised and it can be welty and hivey and warm and even painful. So getting that inflammation down, addressing that inflammation is going to keep the itch away and it's going to work better. So my absolute favorite thing for stubborn bug bites that like horsefly bites right now, I found on accident because I had nothing else in the house. It's this muscle roll-on. It's an essential oil already diluted in a roll-on, so you can just grab it and go take it anywhere. It's $6.99, so it's an awesome deal for something that works really well and lasts a long time. It's got peppermint, rosemary, and cinnamon. I think peppermint's the really heavy hitter here. It just works like a charm. When I have bug bites that I won't go away, I love this. Don't recommend it for little kids, especially kids under 2. Peppermint can cause some breathing problems. Not super common, but it can happen, so we don't recommend it for little ones. If you're more of a spray person, or like you've got something, a little more all over, like poison ivy, it also comes in a spray. Obviously, essential oils, they are biochemically active, so you can't spray this all over your whole body 100 times a day. Just be aware. And definitely same thing goes with kids. If you've got a kid who's 3 or 4, you could use this roll-on just minimally as a spot treatment a couple times a day, as long as it's in an area that's not in their face, not kind of like on their chest where they're breathing it in, and definitely not anything they'll touch. If they touch it and touch their eyes, they will not be happy and you will know about it. As far as killing the itch goes, beyond that, you're really just looking at what works. Whatever works for you is fine, because you're just trying to feel better. So like a Benadryl itch relief spray, a big thing in our house for kids, cold packs. I've had to use this before too because I get really itchy from gnat bites. I find that this works great for kids who've got a lot of bug bites or have poison ivy or sunburn, and they are whining and complaining and moaning and groaning. Giving them an ice pack gives them something to do. They feel like they've got a little job. They have some control. And so for us in our house, ice packs are definitely the way to go. So that takes care of the itching. And when you come in and you're looking in a pharmacy and there are 101 things to stop itch, if it's sting away or bite relief or Benadryl spray or whatever, you're just grabbing something, you're going to put it on, it'll work for a little while. It won't work forever. It's just something to kill that itch right away. What you really got to do is look at that immune response and that inflammation and that histamine. And so oral things like Benadryl or Zyrtec can be helpful. They can just help with some of the histamine release. So especially if you've got poison ivy or you've got a lot of bug bites, taking something oral, it goes all throughout your body and it stops your immune cells from firing like crazy and releasing a bunch of histamine that is causing you to itch. If you are looking for that option, just talk to the pharmacist about what is right for you. If it's a little one, certain drugs are appropriate, so certain drugs aren't. If you're older, Benadryl becomes less appropriate as you get into your 70s and 80s and beyond. And so we look at some of the newer once-a-day antihistamines that are less likely to cause sedation and drowsiness. And before parents get excited when they hear that, please remember that little kids, when you give them Benadryl, can get sleepy and drowsy, but in little kids, you can have the opposite. They can get wild. So, when it's 4th of July night, don't think that you're like off the hook giving your kid Benadryl. It can go against you. For the inflammation, cortisone 10 or hydrocortisone is always a standby. It'll kick in fairly quickly to help relieve the itch, but it's going to help some with that inflammation. Our new product that has been a big hit and everyone has loved is the Bite Balm Roll-On from Ananda. It has CBD in it, and as we talked about before, CBD works on your immune system. It's anti-inflammatory, so your immune system cannabinoid receptors. It has cannabinoid messengers, and your immune system is what causes inflammation. Sometimes you need that inflammation. A lot of times your immune system overdoes it. So the cannabinoids in this roll-on help with that inflammation. There's also several essential oils, tea tree, lavender, lemongrass, and eucalyptus. And those eucalyptus, like peppermint, will really help with cooling. It'll help with itch relief. They'll all help with kind of some of that inflammation. And a few of them also help just ward off bugs and scare the mosquitoes away. The people who have tried this really like it. It is $18, and so this has been a big hit in our house and in the pharmacy. As a last note, if you're kind of a DIYer, we've got a bunch of essential oils. We've got roll-on bottles. If you're looking for something really light for a really little one and you're looking for something natural, lavender, very, very diluted, can be an option for a little one to just use as a spot treatment. It can help with inflammation. It can help with itch, and it's a very soothing, calming scent. So sometimes that helps with kids too. If you have any questions when you come in, especially if you're looking for things for little kids, or if you've got poison ivy or sunburn that's all over your body, please talk to us. We can give you personalized recommendations and help. Thank you.